happened?
They said it's under investigation. And then they said that they told the doctor, the hospital, that she committed suicide first. And then they changed it. They kept changing
even call
the
me and
story.
tell me. They didn't. Yeah, they just kept, because they told her that, but they called me. The hospital told me that someone just shot her. So they just telling everybody different stories. We're gonna get justice for sure. I know.
Rest in peace, Sonya Massey. What will they say now? Like with George Floyd, she was high off fentanyl. That's the reason she died. What will they say now? Like with Sandra Bland, she killed herself. That's the reason she's no longer with us. Rest in peace, Sonya Massey. What will they say now? Like with Breonna Taylor, it was all a misunderstanding. What will they say now? There's nothing you can say. There's no investigation that needs to be done. It is clear. The video speaks for itself. She was murdered by a demon who does not care for life. She was murdered by an evil person who used their position of power as a position of tyranny. The only suitable punishment for Sean Grayson, the officer who murdered Sonya Massey, the only suitable punishment is the electric chair or a firing squad if the laws permit. Lethal injection or a firing squad in whichever state that will permit it, that is legal. But definitely there's no other justice. This is not a 10-year he's back out on the street. This is not a 20-year he's back out on the street in parole. After 10 years he's eligible for parole. No, the only justice for the young lady who did not deserve to die is lethal injection. This does not need to be a long, drawn-out trial going on for months and years. No, this is clear. The investigation should be closed. Open and closed investigation. She called, they came, they killed, they covered up. See, this story, like all of the other stories that happened, will continue to happen unless things are changed. It has already been reported that white nationalists and white extremists have infiltrated our local police stations and sheriff office and positions of authoritative measures, judges, lawyers. But more importantly, our positions where the law must be enforced. It has already been released. Our own government said, hey, you are entitled to know this. I have something to share with you. Your local police stations have been infiltrated. Thank you. We want to say thank you to the FBI for putting out that memo. We truly appreciate transparency. But what has to be done? The officer who murdered Miss Massey, they said he transferred from 4 different police stations over the span of 6 years. So obviously he was not good at where he was at and what he was doing to where they transferred him, because anybody that's good you would never want to transfer them. You'll want to keep them and cherish them and praise them. But someone who is a liability to your city and to your immunity, qualified immunity, you transfer them away. You don't want anything to do with them until they land in a neighborhood near you, on a call near you, murdering you or your loved one. And that's what happened. A tyrannical officer who had no business being on the force did exactly what he was wired to do. Murdered and killed an innocent woman. And we want justice. The family called for peaceful protests. I agree. If we do protest, you must protest for none other than a conviction where lethal injection is the punishment. And we want to watch it publicly. The same way the families in the world has watched Massey, the same way we would like to watch the lethal injection of the officer who killed Miss Massey. With that being said, we want to continue to highlight you have to audit your police stations, but you have to audit them by FOIA requesting everybody on the force, FOIA requesting all complaints, who has the most complaints, what are the complaints, how many times they've been transferred, and if they even need to be on the force. As citizens, we must question our public officials at a higher rate, because these are the people who are here to protect us. And if they're a tyrant, they need to be gone off the force. They need to find a different occupation. With that being said, this is King Messiah. Stay strong. Peace.